2, in 1. Holla ballers and a bro fist to you all, for I'm back. Hospital will not hold me down, for I might not be better, but I do not need round-the-clock care, which means I can sit here with you guys for the next hour and kick back and relish in your pain and ignore my own. That's the whole purpose of Drama Friday, is to look back and enjoy those memories where we did something pretty goofy, we fucked up, or we met somebody who was a real twat. Just a cunt. Just a massive cunt. And that's okay. That's okay. That's what Drama Friday is all about. Firstly, the Transmog competition will not be tomorrow. My website is still down. My web host is a great bunch of people. Really helpful. So good. So good. It'll be back up in a couple of hours, they say. Couple of hours, it'll be back up. Will it? Will it really? Thank you. Thank you so much. So we'll do it on Saturday, because as you well know, most of you will do, I get married in like 10 days. It's a great time to take a week off with sickness. It's a great time to be hospitalized for 6 days. I get married in like 10 days. And I have to be on a plane, and all my limbs swell up like balloons every time I sit down for more than an hour. All good. All good. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still going. Fuck you, Dr. Dickhead. I'm still doing it. Send your stories, though, to drama@preachgaming.com. Really easy. All you need to do is write your stories out. But on that note of the holiday and the fact that we are running out of time, next week there will be mega drama. Mega drama. As in, we'll probably do it Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe a double on Friday. Or maybe like Thursday, triple Friday. Something like that. We're going to have a big drama week next week. And then we're going to have a transmog competition on Saturday as I say goodbye for a couple of weeks of live stuff. But I'm going to be preparing stuff that's coming out while I'm away. So you're not going to be missing out on stuff. Of course, if there's any major Walls of Draenor shit that comes out, that's just tough titties on me, isn't it? That's just tough shit on me. And that's okay. That's okay. So we're going to get through this. I'm swelling up, but we're all good. We're all good. Nice series. So look, so many people here. So many here to see. It's all going to be good. So good. Please nerf Dr. Dickhead. Yeah, there was many Dr. Dickheads. I'll talk about the illness at the web show tomorrow. Not a web show tomorrow. Me and Mr. Ghosty. We'll talk about it there. We'll talk about my lovely stay on the elderly ward of the hospital. And, of course, the appropriately soft menu of food that I was given to eat because everybody on my ward had no teeth, which was fantastic. It was the best. It was the best of times. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Might be creeping. It'll be creeping. Right. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. Okay. I have prepared several drama stories. Of course, I missed fucking a last drama. We have lots of drama, which is why we're also going to make up for it over the next few days. But I've picked a couple of stories here which I thought were kind of funny. The girlies have been writing in, as I requested the girls write in and defend your honour, girls. Defend your honour against this myriad of enemies, these boisterous testosterone-fueled enemies in World of Warcraft who just hate the girly girls getting all the attention. Naughty, naughty, naughty. We're going to be doing all that kind of fucking stuff. And I also have Titles Are Bad, which I believe is a story written by a Canadian. So I'm okay with that as well. I think we should start with the story, though, entitled The Lion, the Bitch, and the Horse Show. I'll say it again. The Lion, the Bitch, and the Horse Show. Say what you want about the ladies. They've got a little bit of flair, haven't they? They've got a little bit of flair. A little bit of flair, and I like that. This drama only has one character, a female whore, by the name of... Go! We need a female whore. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's a female whore. So she's the main character. She's going to be alright. You know what bothers me a little bit? It bothers me a little bit. Is that when the girls do write a story, it's about other bitchy girls. It's about other bitchy girls. We can't seem to get away from it. Who's gonna be our bitchy? Can't have Blob Guy, no good. We'll have Sneaky Frodo, Trusha, not really, not feeling it. Not feeling whorish enough. Surely on Twitch we have somebody who has a whorish style name. Oh, Shifty Prick. Nah, it's a little bit lady. Little bit manly. Plum Sniffer. Close. We're getting better. We're getting better. Captain Pain. No. Sneaky Frodo. Jesse the Dude. Come on. You're not even trying. Sunshine, get out of here, Sunshine. That's not going to work. We'll go with... Splurge. Yeah, I like it. We'll go with Splurge. It is Lieutenant Splurge, but that doesn't denote gender, as far as I know. So we'll go with Splurge. Splurge, you are our official whore. And so you shouldn't be offended by what's coming from the story. I did warn you that you are going to be a whore, and you're going to go some whorish things, which is just fantastic. Isn't it? Isn't it just the best? Again, written from the perspective of a wonderful lady who decided to share her tale with us. Let's begin. Preacher, I have been hesitant to send in this story, but seeing the lack of female-orientated drama stories, I decided to get typing being myself a female. This drama is about my newbie experience while meeting a whore begging for real money and getting what they deserve. She was after real cash, guys. Real cash. I was very late to join the wild bandwagon. I was 12. Right, okay, so yeah, I know we're starting with a 12-year-old girl getting into the MMO genre. Parents be afraid, right? But it's safe. It's virtual, it's pixels, right? There's no cyberbullying going on. None of that. It's World of Warcraft. Goldshire is a welcoming place on most servers, so you should be fine. I decided to start a trial account halfway through the Cataclysm. I knew nothing about MMOs apart from the fact that you level up, you quest, you level, and you quest. The moment I launched WoW, I was hooked. The animated Deathwing during login had blew my mind. I created my first... That's what I'm talking about. Right? It took 2 minutes to go, mint! This game is incredible! Just look at the fucking login screen. It's like that game in The Simpsons, Deathbone or whatever. As soon as he types his name, the fucking screen explodes. That's what I want! Where are you, new MMO? Where are you that does that? I want that feeling again. I want to turn off the lights. I want to turn off fresh air for a week. I don't want anyone to speak to me. That's what I want. I want that to happen to me again. It's not happening. Fucking games. I hate them. I created my first character on a server called a female Draenei Hunter. Ooh. I like it. A female Draenei Hunter. Oh yeah, baby. I now hate the shit out of Draenei's. What? Come on. Female Draenei's a badass, man. Who wouldn't want an awesome fucking pet to battle alongside you? I entered the world. My fingers tingled at the keyboard waiting to take my first steps into World of Warcraft. In half an hour, I had managed to do a couple of quests. In the Exodar? Really? The Exodar? Okay. Noob then, right? Let's not fucking beat around the bush. You're clearly terrible at video games, right? I'm not saying it's a stereotype of all girls. You are 12. Not many 12-year-old boys are very good, but let's just face facts. You're probably shit. Just saying. Just saying. I had reached the point where I had to talk to a hunter trainer to learn and practice a new ability. It took me a further 30 minutes to find the training dummies. Is the first quest for hunters to go to find a training dummy? It can't be. You have two abilities, right? Isn't it like Arcane Shot and Serpent Sting? Isn't it? Yeah, I should have played a priest. If you'd have played a priest like you're supposed to, you'd have been alright. You'd have been alright if you would have played a priest. But I've got to find the training dummies. I had no concept of a minimap. The rotation always confused me. That Arcane Shot Serpent Sting rotation. What do I press? The way the Night Stalkers looked. So good. I tamed one. Always reminded me from something from The Lion King, my favourite childhood movie. My heart actually sank a little every time he died. Oh, such a girl, right? Such a girl. Oh, my doggy died. Oh, cat. My little kitty, my pussy died. I also noticed I wasn't doing much damage to mobs. This was probably down to the fact that I was trying to use a sword. No wonder you needed help with your rotation. I'm just going to put that out there. No one needed... This rotation is really confusing. None of these spells seem to help my sword. At all. This makes no fucking sense. This game is shit. I've got this fucking one spell that does this poison thing. I've got this other spell that does this arcane shot thing. And none of these are helping my sword hit harder. It just makes no goddamn sense, this shitty fucking game. I hate it. I verbally abused my character to do some damage, but to no avail. It didn't work. It didn't work. I managed to level my character to 15 in a month. I then was busy with school, so I gave up the game. Close to my 13th birthday, Kata came to a close. I decided I wanted to return and give Warcraft another shot. I upgraded my account and proceeded to try and find my hunter. I could not. This got me very upset. Not knowing at the time I was on a different... You couldn't find your realm. Look, I know I joked earlier that you're a noob, but you're a fucking noob. It says one character on a server, right? Alright? When you log in, you have a list of servers and it tells you where your character is. But you couldn't find it. You just kept clicking the realm over and over again, the same one. There's no character there. This is blowing my head off. This is total craziness. You know what happened? It happens to us all, right? When we reset our UI, it puts you straight onto some fucking server that you've never heard of. It's like, this is the recommended server. Oh, okay. I have like 9 characters on another realm. Why, Blizzard, do you keep sending to me this fucking realm where there's nobody there, you fucking assholes? I decided that I would create a new character. I chose a Worgen. I made one of every class to see the damage difference between levels 1 and 3. You know, I've thought this through. I've used my female 13-year-old logic. I'll make one of every character. I'll level it to 3. And then I will see the damage difference on the training dummy at level 3. And from there I will decide which path I will travel. That is the journey I will go on, based on such information. Not realising, of course, that this is not how the game works. I ended up choosing a Worgen Druid. I wanted to shapeshift to feral farmers. It looks so shitting cool. You're a cat lady. You're a fucking crazy cat lady. You totally are. Oh, little pussy cat lady. Love it. This time being that little bit older, a little bit wiser now at 13, a little bit older, a little bit wiser, a little bit older, a little bit wiser. I realised that I could do a thing called dungeons. I decided to try it out. It's then I realised I had to pick a role. I thought to myself, what in the God's name is this? There are, of course, multiple roles for a druid. Oh, access to all 3. I chose the tank. Pushed it. It's the first one, right? Got a big shield. Ooh, looks really good. The other picture has a sword. I haven't got a sword. I'm a cat. It doesn't make any sense. I can't fit the sword. The other one has like a heal button. I don't know. I have fucking heal. I keep dying. I don't heal. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna tank. I'm gonna choose the shield. Safety. I'm gonna be a nice form shield. Having no clue what it was, I entered the dungeon and immediately switched to feral. I decided to tell my group that I had never done this before, so as they would give me a quick overview. A Draenei priest by the name of Splurge told me, kill trash, kill boss. I thought he had made a typo when he said boss. Who uses that term in a game? Who? I wonder. I sit here and contemplate. Who would use the term boss in a video game? Who would do that? Who? Kind of crazy spaz nerd talk is this, right? What kind of nerdy talk is this, you geek? Boss? What are you talking about? Anyway, we came to the first set of mobs. I waited patiently for something to happen. I suddenly realised there were people shouting at me in all caps for me to go. I was getting quite worried and replied with a simple 4 question mark combination. Boom, 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 boom. They were telling me to pull. I still didn't know what that meant. Until one person said, attack them, you lead us. So I did, in cat form. I charged the first set of mobs. I was doing quite some damage. Before our rogue suddenly died. Look at my damage though. You would have been a great Mists of Pandaria tank. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there, right? I don't want to be that guy. But you would have been a great Mists of Pandaria tank. I am tanking. Look at my damage. Look how much damage I'm doing in a dungeon. Look how much I'm doing. I'm doing so much damage. I'm a great tank. It's all about the vengeance. All about the vengeance. So good. The rogue died. I got a swarm of angry message from Splurge saying, bear, bear, bear. I hadn't even touched bear form, really. It looked ridiculous. It's not a cat. I like cats. Don't like bears. Don't like bears. Don't like doing it. No, I'm not going to be a bear. I'm a cat. I made a druid to be a cat. I'm not going to be a bear. But on their demand, I turned into a bear and started doing hardly any damage. Stupid idea, going bear. It's a stupid fucking idea. It's a stupid... Look, I do shit damage now. This is fucking nonsense. What are you guys talking about? Bear? What are you doing? I didn't know what my taunt was, so I just went along with it. We wiped twice at the first boss. Multiple people had left the group. This is a level 17 dungeon. A level 17 dungeon. Which is just fantastic. Level 17, multiple people. We're going through armies of people to get through the first boss in this dungeon. I soon got kicked from the group, logged out of my druid, and continued to play as a Worgen rogue. I never touched a druid again. Playing as a rogue taught me a lot. Did it? Did it really? I got the hang of how dungeons worked and what raiding is. Getting loot. What does a rogue teach you? I learned so much while a rogue. Unbelievable. I learned how Vanish worked. Never really died. It's pretty badass. I learned that I have no responsibility in this dungeon other than, like, right-clicking the mobs. I learned so fucking much. It was brilliant. It was just like, the learning curve was mind-blowing. It really was. It was like a full-on test on mechanics. Being a rogue is where you learn. That's facts. That's science. So good. I decided this is where I want to be. I want to be a rogue. I desperately wanted to make a DK, though. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you want to make a DK? They looked so fucking awesome. DKs can't be cats. I'm just going to put that out there. I proceeded to level my rogue to 55 until I could, of course, play a DK. I chose, of course, a Worgen. I was so hooked on this character, I leveled my DK to 70 by the time Mists of Pandaria was released. It's pretty hardcore. It's pretty dedicated. Took me a whole expansion, but I got to 70 by the time Mists of Pandaria came out, so I guess you could say I'm pretty into this game, right? Pretty into this game. I'm pretty into the game. I got into a guild called the Buffoons, and regularly had conversations in guild chat. Of course you did. I wanted to get people to like me so I could eventually raid. And that's where we go wrong, guys. Most of us guys, we try and impress our guild members to get into raiding by things like DPS, aggro, healing meters, being alive. Now, when you're a lady, you don't approach it in the same manner. What you do is you just get people to like you. Okay? Just get people to like you, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Everybody taking that seriously, I look forward to your emails. Thank you very much. After another 5 months, I managed to level my DK to 85. 5 months. 15 levels. 5 months. With Mists of Pandaria out. I bought a race change to a night elf. I couldn't stand looking at my Worgen. I continued to level, but I realised I wasn't very good. So I stumbled across you, Preacher. Hello. I was more confident after another month that I was beginning to understand my class. I started to kill people in PvP and coming close to topping the damage in the dungeons. 1 month I changed her life. Took a year, pretty much, to get to level 85. A month with me! I turned her into a world-class raider. That's what I'm going to take for that. Top 5 in a dungeon? I'll take it. I'll take that as a world-class raider. When I hit 90, I was over the... I bet you were. When I hit 90, I was... Oh, you were topping the DPS in leveling dungeons. It's a big deal, I guess. It was okay. I immediately told my guild. After the achievement popped. You were level 90. Guys, I'm level 90. Look at me. I'm level 90. We know. It dings. It dings. You're also in a guild that's so bad. I just want to point it out there. You're in a guild that's still, even in the worst of the worst guilds, they still grats you when you hit level 90. You're in a guild that is so bad that after they see the achievement for level 90, they still didn't grats you until you brought it up as a conversation thing. As you brought it up as a point of consent. Look at me, I'm 90. They still didn't grats you. What I didn't realise that there was no sign of our guild master at all. I checked the Oh, you wanted guild master props? Thinking like a lady. Not from the peons, the scrubs, the ones who are not in control of the items or the raid spots. You wanted the guild master's seal of approval. I checked the roster. Where was he to be? He was nowhere. Then I couldn't believe my eyes. Our guild master was none other than Splurge. I had vivid memories of Splurge as we had a 2-hour-long conversation about how shit I was at tanking as a druid. 2-hour-long conversation. You're not getting it. You're really fucking bad. Seriously, no, you don't seem to understand how bad you are. It's almost unbelievable, right, that you have installed the game. It boggles my fucking mind that you managed to get to like a level and still be... No, you're not getting... No, we need a couple of hours on this. A couple of hours for me to understand the truth of the matter. We had a 2-hour-long conversation about how shit I was as tanky as a druid and that I should go and kill myself. 2 hours? No, really. Go and kill yourself. You really have to go and kill yourself. I'm serious. I'm not even joking. No, we must spend many hours on this conversation. You gotta just do it, man. For the sake of everybody in the game. That's cyberbullying. I love it. I was now eager to show that I had changed. So I typed in guild chat. Wow! I remember you, Splurge. I was that druid you had a go at a while back for tanking. Haha, I'm not that shit anymore. I promise. Wink. It's all fine. Wink. You know what I mean? I have learnt a lot now. Smiley face. I had no idea at the time that I was getting myself in for. She didn't know it was you. You could have just not said anything, right? And just left it alone. But you thought you'd drag those memories up. You thought you'd bring it back. We better bring this to the surface. We better bury the hatchet. I want closure on our problems. Let's do it. I had no idea at the time I was getting myself in for. I then got a whisper from Splurge telling me to get on vent. I did. And this is when I found out that Splurge was indeed female. What I didn't prepare my butt for was an immense ear-shattering shouting that came from her mouth. It went something along the lines of, "You dick-faced Dishface." What's a Dishface? Dishface. Does that mean you've got a moon face? You know when people have impossibly round, perfect, almost like that movie Sphere, you know, where the guy draws the circle in perfect freehand? We call them moon faces. You fucking dick-faced Dishface. Dishface, right? You're a dish... I need a t-shirt, don't I? You're a dish face. That's all it says. You're such a dish face. I can't believe it's you. Why are you making me look bad in front of the guild? Get yourself to fucking gather or get the fuck out. Dish face. It's the best. Everyone's a dish face from now on. Everybody in the community, you're a dish face. If you see some arsehole in YouTube comments, they're a dish face. That's what they are. They're a dish face. You fucking dish face. I didn't even know how to respond. How was I going to raid if the guild master was about to virtually kill me? After that encounter, I decided to leave WoW for a while. Oh! Are you a dish face? Is that why? Are you a dish face? I don't have anything dish-shaped to represent the dishness. But if you are a dish face, it's nothing to be ashamed of, right? There's a lot of dish faces out there. At least helmets fit really well. Something to be thinking about, don't they? You can wear a football as a helmet, I suppose, if you wanted to. Just saying, you've got certain things over other people. Advantages. Partly because of Splurge, mostly because I was very busy with school. I turned 15 in December. I turned 15 in December. A few months before that, in November, I decided I wanted to take WoW seriously. Decision made. I'm going to take WoW seriously. I created a human paladin on a PvP server and managed to cap in 3 months. I was quite busy in that period of time, so I couldn't dedicate myself to raiding. I'm taking WoW very seriously. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to do it. So that will be my situation for a while. So I couldn't dedicate myself to raiding in a guild, but at the same time, I wanted to make my character badass. And we all know where this is heading. You're heading to the Dishface Emporium. Looking for Dishface. That's what LFD should be called. Looking for Dishface. Oh, I fucking love it. Looking for Dishface. Okay. By the time 5.4 was released, I was way behind. No guild wanted to take me on because my gear was so shit. Same goes for Flex. Not even good enough to get in Flex. I had no choice but to go into the LFR. You'll still look badass. For now, okay? Okay? People won't know you're a Dishface because of the LFR. Because it looks the same. Looks the same. But in Warlords of Draenor, though, not so good now. People are going to know you're a Dishface. They're going to be able to see it. I want to experience the bosses. I knew it was the worst way possible, but being the awkward social shit I am, it was the only way I could. I like to be tested. I like to be tested. For something to give me a challenge. I like working things out for myself. I practice my rotations every day, experimenting new ways and theories. By this point, I fell in love with Ret Spec. I'm looking for challenge. I want to work things out for myself. I want the decision-making process to be on the fly. I want new ways of thinking, new theories. I want to adapt. I want to innovate. I want to change the game. Ret Spec. This is where I landed. Boo! I pushed the fucking button. I Ret Spec. I love it. What a dish face. Oh my god. Changing the game, baby. Changing the game. It felt like they're having that annoying little Jack Russell that shits everywhere and chews everything, but you can't help but love him for it. After doing LFR for a while, I was conscious that my DPS was around the top 10 quite often. But by this point, I knew raiding is what I wanted to do. I want to take it seriously and beat everyone in DPS. I felt like it was a challenge I wanted to take. I realised serious raiding probably isn't the best idea at the moment. I have exams and should focus on them. I decided to wait for Warlords of Draenor, where I will have more time to focus on it. You won't. Life keeps going on, right? It won't. I keep telling you guys, you can't go, well, I'm going to wait till 1. It's going to be alright. I'm going to wait till 1. It's going to be fine. My life will coincidentally coincide with Warlords of Draenor's expansion date, right? That we don't know about. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, okay? Deal's already made. Because of that, I wanted to level some alts. I chose to level a Pandaren Mage as they looked so amazing. Okay. I was minding my own business around Goldshire on this new server, mining ores, when I saw something I didn't expect to see. A Night Elf warrior called Splurge. The chat was offering a lap dance for 1 gold piece. I thought to myself that this is just a coincidence. However, the more I observed the speech, the more it sounded more and more familiar. I finally plucked up the courage to whisper, "Do you have another char on another realm called Splurge?" Very quickly, I got the reply, "Yeah! And I'm a fucking GM, bitch face. Unless you want to give me 10 gold pieces." I couldn't help it. I was crying with laughter with my head on the keyboard, and I went along with it, seeing where this would end up. It was too funny not to really take advantage. Splurge began sending me more whispers. "Ha! I'm way above your league. Give me 100 gold pieces and I promise to give you the best ride of your life. Give me 100,000 gold and you can see me in the flesh. You can hear my real life heartbeat as you lay your head on my chest." I was laughing so hard it hurt. Then I decided that I should take advantage of this. Oh, of course you did. Then I thought, this is so incredible. Time to take advantage. I thought I would trick her. I told her previously that I was a male and I wanted to talk to her over Ven. Also, when I paid her 100 gold pieces, I got my boyfriend and asked him to do me a solid. To pretend to be me on Ventrilo. I had no chance in pulling off a male voice, but he had a deep voice. I had the ability to record what was being said in vent chat, so of course I did. Me and my boyfriend were trying not to laugh our asses off as this chick was making grunting noises on top of supposedly sexual imagery and speech. Sex line, Goldshire style, Ventrilo. It's about as 2-bit as it gets, people. You want to get some really good sex line chat? Goldshire, 100 gold pieces, and a vent server is all you need, guys. No need to worry about whether your parents will find them 1-900 numbers. It's all about Goldshire. It's all about getting in there. Little bit of pockets, right? Little bit of Lannister gold. You're gonna be all right. I got my boyfriend and asked him to do. Oh yeah, we did that. After about 20 minutes, she said, "Time's up." She has a legit time cap. It's like, ding. Are you gonna give me the 100,000 gold or not? Again, I thought we should take this to the next level. As he left the room, I gave Splurge my boyfriend's email address, asking for nudes, so he could make up his mind about 100,000 gold. The question you've got to ask yourself, what would you do for 100,000 gold? The correct answer is not a lot, because it's not a lot of gold. It's not a lot of gold. It's really not. It isn't. I'm telling you, it's not. Sending nudes for 100,000 virtual coins, it's going to land you in a whole mess of trouble. It's going to land you in a whole mess of trouble. She agreed, and we both left vent. About 1 a.m. the next morning, I got an angry phone call from my boyfriend. What the fuck did you do? There is a picture of a slightly larger than large naked woman with a dildo in her hand and a KFC bucket in the background. Now, I want you all to really burn the image into your head. I want you all to... I do it! Look at everybody. I totally do it. I totally do it. I totally do it. The KFC... It's like one of the Facebook fails where there's a turd in the toilet. You know the ones. Woo! I'm so fucking duck face. Woo! Yeah, well, I'm a fucking dish face, and dish face is coming to collect KFC dildo girl. Gotcha. The plan was not over yet, obviously. I'd saved the picture. In the afternoon, when I logged onto my DK, it was good to see that I was still in the guild with Splurge, and she happened to be online. I asked everybody to go on vent for a special announcement. While the guild was on Ventrilo, I then proceeded to play the audio of grunting for all the guild to hear. She called me a fucking cunt and a transsexual wanker. To top it off, me being the twat I am, I put the picture on the guild's Facebook. Do all you guilds have Facebook? Really? Guild Facebook? I'm joking. Guild Facebook's alright, as long as you've not got a dish face in your ranks, but you don't know who's a dish face until you see the pictures there. You don't know who's a fucking dish face. You've no idea. Dish faces be lurking everywhere, man. They're lurking everywhere. You're out there just putting your nudes out there for all the world to see. Proud of your body, a little bit larger than life. Everybody likes a little bit of a cuddle. Nothing wrong with that. But suddenly dish face. Suddenly dish face, you're in a whole fucking heap of trouble, baby. This went on for a good few hours. I then thought I should probably end it there. I told everybody to delete the nudes. Please delete the nudes. Make it okay. Can you delete the nudes? Guys, delete. Alright, joke's over, guys. Internet, pretend it didn't happen. Pretend it didn't happen. Pretend it didn't happen. And then proceeded to tell Splurge to have more dignity and to face real life. She left the guild and was considered a god amongst men. Thank you for listening to my drama. What a good story! What a good dish face. I love it. I love a good dish face. Right. How are we on? Oh, that was a longer one. Okay, we'll try and splish through this one. I'm getting really hot. My ankles are starting to feel a little bit larger than life. A little bit KFC dildo right now. Okay. Okay. Alright, I need a huntard. Alright. Spam away, my friends. Spam away. You can use this name as the guy got pissed and deleted all of his tunes. So I'm going to use one of you guys for the Huntard, but I just want to point out the original name. Apparently he's a dog lover, was Legolassie. Wow. I need a GM. A lady. We need a lady. A real life friend. And a complete arsehole. By the way, Legolassie for Hunter is the best name ever. Okay, so we'll just pick around for the other one. Joshy, you could be the previously known Legolassie. Mac Monk, I like that. I'm just going to call you Mac though. Mac, you're in. Who's got a lady name? I saw Marin. Marin could be a lady's name as well. I know it's got a guy connotation, but it's close enough. We'll do it. We'll do it. RL friend, who's a nice person, probably, will be Menzelo. Not seen you before. Welcome, Mr. Menzelo. And the complete dickhead. Who's going to be the superstar? Superstar of the story. I can't pick Preach around because that would be just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Who do I recognise? Gefilte Fish? No, I like it. Gefilte Fish? No. Let's have. Who looks like a jerk? Mr. Bojangles. Carl, Fat Gun. Hey, Volley. Nice to see you as well. Dreddy. We'll go with Dreddy. Dreddy's a nice, cheesy name. Dreddy will do. Dreddy will do. Right. Okay. Right then. Holla, holla, hola, holla. Bridget and Brofist for you and them viewers. I finally decided to put my story down to paper, or rather e-paper. I began playing WoW in 5.2 after watching TB's live raid with Paragon. Was that where they wiped on Rag Heroic like 12 times? It's a sad day, right? The only thing worse than that is watching Method wipe on Nefarian. Was funny that though, right? It was funny. I didn't raid for the first time till the Dragon Soul. Aw, what? Man, that makes me so fucking sad. Firelands was so much cooler. I didn't raid for the first time until Dragon Soul. In a guild I enjoyed raiding with. Unfortunately, drama killed that guild. But that is a different story. This is another story of pure assholes winning the day. Alright, we like it when assholes. We're going to get ghosted, aren't we? This is a ghosting tale. This is a ghosting tale. I love it. I love it. We're going to get ghosted. My drama begins in 5.2, where I was a veteran raider in a guild that was 3 out of 13 heroics 2 weeks into Throne of the Thunders heroic mode. The dumb fuckery begins on a Thursday, the last raid before our Christmas break. Our 10-man team had done a lax week trialing new raiders through TOT normal mode. That night, it was the turn of Joshy. Joshy, you're up. You're a new trial hunter. When we reached Durumuru... Oh, Durumuru... Not Durumuru. Oh no. We had started to realise that Joshy believed that the easily avoidable AoE debuff is actually a buff. So you can imagine he instantly died on the maze. The GM, Mac, a blood DK tank, rest him! Now, this is where I read up to. This is pretty much where I read up to. Who's at fault here? Serious? I know it's Drama Friday. Let's pretend we're doing a preach type video. Someone at trial dies in the maze on Durumuru. And you res him immediately. And of course he dies again. Who's at fault there? Who is at fault there? I'd be interested to see how many of you think it's the other guy. Durumuru is a Naru. Totally is. The DK, yeah. Obama! Obama! Yeah, of course. You don't. If someone doesn't know the maze, why would you res them while the maze is still going on? Why? Why would you do that? What a terrible idea. Don't do that. Even if he's terrible, you just wait till after. You just wait till later and it's like, yeah, okay, you can explain it then. Nothing happens on Durumuru normal where you can't spend an hour explaining it before the next maze. You're fine. He made the exact same mistake not 3 seconds later. Mac called him out on it though. Did you, Mac? Wasn't happy, Mac. I rest you. Why do you die again? Why is this? The maze is such easiness. Because I know how to do it. What is your problem? He told him that he was, you will no longer be a raider in our guild, but you're welcome to remain. We won't kick you, but you'll never remain again. You will never raid with us again. Great, okay. Unlike most of the trials before him that were obviously the low end of the LFR players. Oh, low end LFR, bummer. He managed to get carried to or bought from the top guilds in the server, normal mode gear. He did not leave the guild and was quiet the rest of the night. Why wouldn't you leave? You know what? I used to see this all the time, right? I mean, when I was raiding in like a World 60 guild, before we got mega serious, we were like World 60th, World 40th, or depending on the night. We would have trials who would fail and not leave the guild. What's that? Are you just putting the guild name over your head? What is it? I don't get it. Do you think you're just going to pick up a chance? No. Loads of people do that. I'm going to stay anyway. I don't even really want to raid. I'm just going to stick around and just watch. I'm just basking your glory. I'm going to live vicariously through your activities. It's going to be fine. I'm going to be good. The next evening, during my ice hockey practice, Team Canada, my friend who was also in the guild, Menzolo, named after the star NHL player, Sidney Crosby. Of course, that's based on his other name. Everybody knows the star NHL player, Sidney Crosby, right? Of course. Fucking hosers, how do you not know? He skated over during the water break and asked if I was going to play WoW today. I told him I wasn't. He told me that the guild officers weren't either. And that Josh's friend, Dreddy, had also joined the guild. Dreddy, while the officers weren't online, Dreddy, while the officers weren't online, had proceeded to begin to talk about how glorious Kim Jong-un is, about how glorious Kim Jong-un is, and how he should nuke the fuck out of the US, England, and all their allies, and how people who do not follow Islam deserve to sacrifice themselves to Al-Qaeda. Actually, look at all these people who know who he is. We have no idea, man. Sidney Crosby is a Dishface. Hi guys, nobody's online as an officer. Let me tell you about glorious leader Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un for the win. Oh god, I fucking love guys who just totally want to take the piss. I love it so much. I have no purpose in this guild other than to just be a cunt. I don't give a shit about anything. When I got home, Menzlo emailed me some of these chat screenshots. I said out loud, fuck that. Texted my girlfriend, Maren, and asked if she wanted to go ice skating that night. I had to skate for about 30 minutes though. My phone suddenly went crazy. Somehow Dreddy had managed to get my phone number from one of the members of the guild, and was now sending texts that said YOLO every 5 seconds. I love this guy already. The glorious leader Kim Jong-un says we should sacrifice ourselves to Al-Qaeda in the name of Islam. Now I'm going to text you every 5 seconds and tell you YOLO. 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 I've made a macro. It's real easy. It's real easy. I could just do it. I could just fucking YOLO it all the time. It's so good. I turned my phone off knowing that Maren would get pissed if I left it, so I could go over and figure out a way to fix it. I then realised that I could have just blocked the number. The next day after my game, in which I got a shout out, I might add, with 24 shots against, for the uninitiated, a shutout is a game where the other team does not score. It was the 10th of my goaltending career. I got home, logged in, and I immediately whispered, you got that, right? 10th shutout, and he's a goalkeeper. Apparently that's awesome as fuck. I don't know, but I'm taking it for you. I'm taking your word for that. Double thumbs up. I got home and logged in. I would like to see the world of logs, though, just to compare. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not saying I don't take your word for it, but I want to see a world of logs. I got home and logged in. I was immediately whispered by Menzlo that apparently last night, Dreddy had hacked Mac's account. And Dreddy had promoted himself to officer. Dreddy filled the name of the withdrawal list, put all the items that were worth anything and 10,000 gold, and just G-quit. You've just been ghosted completely. One day you let him in. One day you let a ghostie into the guild. It took a day. Ghostie has the world record of being kicked from a guild in Rage in under a minute. A minute. It's like 30 seconds he was kicked from a guild. Kicked from a guild. You left him in there for a day and look what happened. You lost everything. Your phone got fucking blown up. Praising the glorious leader. Sacrificed to the Al-Qaeda. We went on the guild forum though to find out how much of a dumbass Dreddy is. He had posted that he had actually hacked the GM's account, stolen everything to teach us a lesson. When I tabbed back in, I saw that Joshy had put in G-chat, "See you fuckers around, I'm riched." Before G-quitting. Of course, it turned out that Joshy and Dreddy were the same person. Apparently, Joshy later told people how he's a dick to everyone and he was going to delete all his tunes while he had access to his account. We all figured by this point that Joshy had to be an 11-year-old, and it did in fact appear that he deleted all of Mac's characters. Of course, Blizzard restored everything as we had screenshots and evidence of this going on. It's like the perfect crime until you leave the evidence, right? It's the perfect crime until you leave evidence and Blizzard just goes, okay, could you that's all your shit back. On a personal note, I'm now playing AAA hockey and don't have time to play WoW on a serious level, only occasionally rocking a flex or an alt siege Vogramar, because fuck LFR, that's why. Thank you for taking the time to read my story, and I hope it was enjoyable enough to make this show. Love it! A good ghosting story goes well. I fucking love it. Not a bad little return to Drama Friday. Made it through it, feeling a little bit toasty. We're alright, We're not done for live stuff though. Me and Ghosty will be here tomorrow, 8 PM. All sorts going on. Don't worry about the Transmog competition. We will do it next weekend. I believe we're going to do it on Sunday because it's in fact, the irony is, wait for it. The irony is, of course, it's my stag night next Saturday, which is kind of a bummer for most of you. And I will point out that my website is now up and running, so you can start submitting your transmogs. That's all good. I'll post the link in the chat, and I'll put it in the link for the YouTube video as well. My website is up. You can, in fact, go and post your transmogs now. It's back on. Came up during the drama show. All it took was a little bit of drama. Way. Pretty good. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in with me. I'm sorry I'm not more energetic. I'm still very ill, but we'll be okay. And I'll see you tomorrow night. All right? Don't be a dish face. That's my final Jerry Springer message of the day. Don't be a dish face. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.